collapse could create millions more. Can you stop this from happening to your home? It's not too late. There's hope and help from Donald Trump and other real estate experts. Plus, has the Democratic healing begun? Is Bill Clinton back in the game? And does John McCain's campaign...
$2,500 here, 5,000 to buy now. I'm bid 5,000, now 7,500, now 10,000 to buy. Pay down 12,500, now 15,000 to buy. Hit down 15,000 to buy. Do you want to get in 15,000 to buy? I have sold it, 12,500.
Have you or are you in danger of losing your home to foreclosure? Just go to cnn.com/Larry King and cast your quick vote. Tell us all about it. Joining our panel now on the phone, my good friend Donald Trump, the real estate. If I have to tell you, you have major problems. Donald, okay, what's your overall read on what's happening?
Well, the market is absolutely terrible. Outside of a place like Manhattan, where for some reason it continues to be good, and I think that's really the cheap dollar, the low dollar. If the dollar becomes stronger, perhaps Manhattan has problems, perhaps it doesn't. It's unique. But the Manhattan market continues to be strong. A place like Palm Beach, Florida, is unbelievably strong, but that's a little sub-market, relatively speaking. Generally, the market is absolutely terrible throughout the United States.
And what's the cause?
Well, I think the cause, to a certain extent, is leadership. The cause is the fact that oil is hitting record highs every day. And, I just got back from the Middle East, and places like Qatar and Abu Dhabi and Dubai are booming. We just opened a new building. We were doing a building in Dubai that's setting records. And, outside of the United States, places are doing very well. You go to Russia, India, China, they're setting records, and this country is like a laughingstock.
Why, Donald, I'm a neophyte here. Why would a mortgage company give a mortgage to someone who can't qualify?
Well, because they were looking to make deals. They're getting paid percentages based on the amount of output that they put out. And these people were making a fortune, but now all of a sudden, that comes home to roost. And what's going on, I've never seen anything like it. I will say this, however. I mean, that's not a big majority of the cases, but there have been plenty of those deals made. You can go out right now, see your bank, and negotiate a new deal. The last thing the bank wants is your house. And as George said, and as the rest of your panel, and I know the panel, they're all friends of mine, they're great. But as they've all been saying, this is the time. Go to your lender and make a new deal. You can all make a new deal with a lender. They do not want your house.
In other words, you have power.
You do have power. It's interesting when they were first taking over the houses, and they had some power, and they said, "Oh, we're going to take over the house and we're going to sell it." Well, the fact is, those houses were taken over. Vandals came in. The first thing they do is hire security, and then the security robs the house. And if the security doesn't rob it, somebody else does. So they want you staying in your house, and you can go and now make a very good deal with your lender.
Is it true? Did you sell a house for $100 million?
Yeah, just last week. I've been in Palm Beach, Florida. I bought a house out of bankruptcy a short while ago for $40 million, and I just sold it for $100 million.
We're going to go now to a foreclosure auction. It's being run by the Real Estate Disposition Corporation in Bakersfield, California. That's a company that Donald Trump knows pretty well, because you've been involved with them, haven't you, Donald?
Well, I know them, and I've done some work for them and made some speeches for them, and I hear they're excellent.
All right, down there is Tracy and Daniel Stewart. Tracy is the only one that's mic'd, so we'll talk with her. What are you doing at the auction, Tracy?
We're trying to buy a house.
No, I don't hear Tracy.
We're looking to buy...
Well, we're having trouble. I'll try to reconnect, but I can't hear Tracy. We'll reconnect with that. There was one question I had asked Michael that we didn't cover.
A very, very crucial role in making housing affordability a reality for many Americans that can't afford it.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Sure, go ahead, Barbara.
Okay. I just happen to differ with everyone on just that single point. I happen to think the people who are having foreclosure problems are not freeloaders. They're not reckless people. They're responsible people, the large majority of them. And I think it's the total obligation of our government to come in and join hands with the banks and figure a solution. Even if it's nothing more than guaranteeing the mortgage to the bank, if they'll only renegotiate quickly with all these homeowners to keep the market intact. I just don't see these people as irresponsible or bad people or bad guys in any way. And I think the government should be ashamed that these programs haven't been approved and move out of Washington and help the people really where they need it immediately in reworking their mortgages. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Michael?
Larry, the other part of where it really will be a silver lining in one way is just as Robert was saying how in the 80s he learned a lesson. What this is going to do for the home buyer, home investor, and the real estate investor, it's going to teach people we have to be smarter when we're buying. We can't be doing it with these old rules. There's a new set of rules out there in how to buy and how to buy smart. And this is a correction in the market. When there are people that cannot afford the average home price, it needs to come down so people can get in the market and start buying again.